Jake, step up.
Sleigh ride season is starting up in Montana.
Easy.
In a late morning stretch for the horses, we round to the trail this pair will get to know well in the coming weeks.
They're fresh. They won't be fresh come New Year's though. They're all muscled up, ready to go.
Like many ranches in Montana, the 320 has a long history. It was homesteaded as two separate ranches more than 125 years ago.
1912, they combined them to form 320 acres. That's how the ranch became known as the 320.
In 1936, Bozeman doctor Carolyn McGill purchased the ranch.
She fell in love with this area on different hunting trips down into the Yellowstone Park.
You might recognize McGill's name from somewhere else.
Caroline started the Museum of the Rockies in Bozeman. It was actually called the McGill Museum when it first opened up. These guys are going to air out right here.
Current owner Dave Bass purchased the ranch in 1985.
He bought it and brought it up from a 20 guest capacity over 200 that we have today.
So what do guests see on their 1 hour ride?
You get Cinnamon Mountain, Burnt Top Mountain. We'll be able to see the Spanish Peaks when we go along the Gallatin here. Looking back, you got a view of Monument.
And the challenge with managing big Percheron horses around guests?
Our number one priority is keeping everybody safe. So we always have to be constantly looking at the equipment. As far as the people goes, probably the hardest part is kind of herding them up, getting them on the sleighs.
Well, I like, of course, the drive and working with the horses, but also meeting people from all around the world. You get to meet people from all different parts of life, all kind of different places. They're here for vacations. You get to kind of realize a little bit of people's life story. It's pretty cool just to meet different people.
And the horses?
You're looking for good disposition, you know. We're not looking for, we're not looking for heavy pullers. We're just looking for horses that are pretty docile and easygoing horses. They're not going to win any pulling competitions here.
But these workhorses are no slouches.
They'll pull 18 people, no problem, and these guys are big horses.
Marce says that translates to about 18 hands and nearly 2,000 pounds each. As the horses cool down after their workout, Marce wipes them down and explains how these animals cope with the harsh winters here.
You know, those horses are on hay, free choice grass hay and water. They do pretty well. We've got a lean-to for them to get out of the wind, but for the most part, they're pretty hardy animals.
It's late afternoon, trending toward dusk, and the sleighs are all ready to go, waiting for guests to make their way to the ride.
There's a lot of people that never seen a horse or been around horses, so it's a good opportunity to introduce them to the horses.
It's cool watching people fall in love with the horses. That's why I kind of do this, is to see people fall in love with horses like I do.
I'm John Shearer for MTN News at the 320 Ranch near Yellowstone National Park.